Шановні колеги,
Dear colleagues, we continue our working day. My name is Valentin Pugachев, and I'm speaker and director of the project Spokesperson of Peaceful Life. We will be talking today about KiTy International Film Festival in Mariupol from September 7th to September 10th. This is the second year of this event. This year there were 220 applications which were provided to the jury. There were films from US, Canada, and CIS countries. This is not one festival. Also, Children Fest arrives and is hosted in this town, and Unity and Tolerance Festival. About the festival and out of festival activities, we will talk today with our esteemed guest. She is with us by Skype connection. She is CinemaHall representative in Mariupol and festival director of KiTy International Film Festival. Good afternoon, Ms. Novikova. As concerns the film festival KiTy, this was the second time you are right. This festival started 6 years ago in the scope of art festival in Yalta. Since the time, the number of applications has been increasing. The number of directors of films also have been increasing. This year, 13 countries directors of films provided their applications to us. There were Russian films, Syrian films, Belarusian very interesting films, Armenia, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Taiwan, Azerbaijan. There were very many interesting works this year. This year also very many professional full-scale films from professional studios, and also short documentaries and animation. Last year's amateur works were about 50%. This year, this is only 25% of applications, so most of our applicants this time were professionals and students of professional higher educational institutions. So this means for us that the level of our festival increased, improved. We hosted Unity and Tolerance Festival, Children Fest, and the contest Crimea is Ukraine, and we had only 1 month left for the preparation of this festival. But when we started considering the applications, even before the promotional campaign, we saw 100 applications at our website. So people sent us application even without any advertising. We have our target groups on Facebook and in contact, and also we have already our target audience, producers, centers, and film festival centers. They watch our activities. Thank you, Ms. Novikova. I would like to ask several questions about KiTy Film Festival. 15 14 countries submitted applications, and you told that there were 13 countries. So I also told that there were 220 applications in total. Is it so? Yes, this is so. So how have you chosen the films? What selection criteria you used, and how many films you have selected? The selection was conducted by our esteemed jury. We sent them online application forms, and they watched all films submitted to them, and they selected. The first, it was a pre-selection stage, shortlisting. What criteria we used? There were many criteria. To professional works, we applied more stricter criteria, and for students, we used the criteria of representation of the idea, how they have managed to express the main idea. To amateurs, we use the criteria less strict, but it is surprising many amateurs' work seems better than professional ones, because some people who do not have profile education, they have been directing films, they have been shooting films for many years, and their level is very professional indeed. Also, they name themselves amateurs. It was very hard task, heavy job for juries to select the better works, because all works were very good. That is why our jury was loyal to the best works, and some special nominations were also introduced in order to praise all the works of high professional level. I would like also to ask you what members of jury you had. The jury was headed by Mozgavi, a film director and producer and director of International Film Festival Zolote Kurcha, member of Cinematographist Union. He has been chairing the jury for many years. Also Mukharsky, he was Dmitry Mukharsky. My Barada, Vyacheslav Margarada, head of the department in the Arts College in Zhytomyr, and Natalia Gorodnya from Dnipropetrovsk. She's director of Producers Center, film director, and hosted TV programs. And we have one member from Mariupol, Musienko, his surname, Sergei Musienko. So our jury represented different cities: Kiev, Dnipropetrovsk, Zhytomyr, Mariupol. How often you host this festival? Is this an annual festival? The festival is annual, you're right, and the festival was held even in 2014 when our town was fired on. It was attacked by separatists, but on September 5th we have the scheduled planned festival. We were asked by Ukrainian Pravda journalists whether we are fired upon. Yes, and even the journalist heard by telephone the sound of shelling, the explosions. It was a very difficult year. Why we didn't refuse holding the festival. We hosted it because we were afraid of our tomorrow. We thought, let us host it this year because we don't know whether we will have the opportunity next year to host this festival in our town. So it was our liabilities. Also, before Bulgarian festival, Slavanska fairy tale KiTy festival was entitled to select Ukrainian films to conduct a kind of pre-selection. We shortlisted Ukrainian films for this Bulgarian festival, and also Kryvyi Rog festival supported us. Our jury watched all the works. Surprisingly, 100 people came to the festival. It was format of 9-time show because tanks were attacking Mariupol. And you know, that night it was ceasefire. It seemed as if the cinema won over the war. I have several more questions.
Speaking about last year festival and this year festival, what is the key difference of this year's festival? The number of participants may be increased or the quality of works increased. What is your view about it? This year we conducted this festival for a longer time, for 4 days. This year we had a lot of works that were out of contest from our partners, Art House Traffic Company, and KinoFest provided us with 3 European films with Gore, Operation Arctic, and We Are the Best. And we presented these films in the big cinema hall, free of charge, for Mariupol children. These were morning films. And also, we broke some stereotypes we had in the previous years. So we opened festivals differently. And this year, we wanted to do it in the best traditions, with a red carpet, with dress code, and Mariupol residents and guests liked the ceremony very much. We had many participants this year. Last year, people were afraid to come to Mariupol because they thought that there is shelling, and they were surprised that here there is no shelling, because when they watch TV, they see that there are many problems, but at the coastline, we heard some shelling from Shiroki and other areas. And a team from different cities and towns of Ukraine came, and also the number of countries and the quality of work changes for the better. Dmitry Mukharsky said that the quality increased many times compared with previous years. Our festival is valued and loved, and people come to us. Moreover, I would like to say that the KiTy Festival is a satellite festival of Golden Chicken Festival, and also we are in the framework of Festival of Festivals, and we are satellite of Moscow Festival of Protest Art. And for the second year in a row, we present films about events in Ukraine. We presented last year the film of authors from Mariupol, telling about Donbass servicemen. And this year we sent a film about Crimea, Subverted is called. And for us, we see that in Moscow there are people who support Ukraine, and this year also there is a book of verses. There are Ukrainian and Russian poets who printed this book. So one more question: who finances this festival, and what was the prize for the winners? Maybe some cooperation was established. Traditionally, our main partner is Mariupol City Council. They provide hall and equipment, expensive equipment that is costly. Also, they provide transport. Oblast administration, they provided housing, and also we had partners, charitable funds, and private business also helped. And this year we were helped by a Green Center Metinvest. They provided big help in printing because now it is really costly, and also Metinvest, Azovstal, provided the prizes for the winners. These were vases and glasses. These are presents that were created in Azovstal Enterprise, and there were special prizes from provider, internet provider, U.1. So these presents, we had also monetary prizes presented by NGO Green Center Metinvest for promoting the positive image of Mariupol, 4,000 hryvnias, and also charitable fund Zaporozhye. They presented also monetary prize for the films that promote spirituality. So 1,000 to the winners, and also prizes from the Artists Union of Ukraine. These were amphoras with the Mariupol logo. And we had special prizes for Mariupol authors. There were a lot of people like this, and we had Studio for Children International School, and these were special prizes from the cafes, from cinemas, from Soroka shop network. So there were many interesting prizes, and also the city provided ceramic toys, and everyone was happy. So they got diplomas and they got wonderful experiences. So what does your team do outside this festival? For example, I heard about Children's Fest, unity and tolerance. So what is this? What is your activity in this area? The festival, KiTy Festival, is the starting point for the next year, as well as the results of the previous one. So We gathered wonderful works in our collection. We present these films in cinema club format. We have for many years, and there are films for children, for kids. We present in schools for children, and these are from our collection. And last year we had the teleclub. We shot it on Mariupol TV, discussion club. We showed some films about acute issues to speak about. So we spoke about the content, the issues that are raised by the film. Also, Cinema School and School for Actors continue its work, and we support young cinematographists if they need some consultations. We are ready to help. And also, other festivals come to us. So we help them with coordination, and we are partners of these festivals, and these are art house traffic that children can offer, and unity and tolerance. These are festivals for children. These are wonderful European films that were selected in the best European festivals, and interesting format of unity and tolerance. After each presentation of the film, we discuss the film, and it is interesting when we have feedback. Also, each year, Open Night Festival is here every year. We love it in Mariupol, and we get the audience for this festival really quickly. This year, there are many proposals we got, and we will have other festivals here. Also, we cooperate with International Film Fest. They also sent a program to us, and we can present this program to Mariupol viewers in a live. CinemaHall also provide the help and cooperation, and cinema halls and clubs for youth are also our partners, and art cafe that is in Mariupol. They have technical capabilities for presenting films, so we do not have permanent location where we present our films, and this is in free movement, so we can hold these events in different places. Do you have questions, please? Sergei Malerchuk, Ukraine Crisis Media Center. Good afternoon, Olga. Tell us, please. So, taking into account the aggression of Russian Federation against Ukraine, is there a trend for the increase of products, films connected with the topic of war? You mentioned Donbas Battalion. And are these films necessary? And did you have other patriotic films presented at the festival? Thank you. Last year, there were many patriotic pictures, many patriotic films. So there were such conditions. So film directors created many documentaries, and last year they provided some works, some films for the contest. And the press centers took right sector. These were the films that were shot during military actions. And some are not only shot the films, but they also had arms in their hands. And of course, people were touched by these films. And this year, we have less such films. And this year, there was such a film, Ruslan Galushek, Brother for Brother. This is about Azov battalion servicemen, people who fight in this battalion. And there was a film about the events in Mariupol. Gantaruk, 10 seconds. So all other works this year, they have different topic. Because people understood that the audience need positive things. So there were many films for children, a lot of films for kids this year, and about children, where they are the main characters. There were many cartoons, and we had many fiction films. And last year we had more documentaries, and also were many documentary works of students about famous people of Ukraine. So also there was an interesting film by Oksana Vaitenka about Ukrainian uprising army. This was a fiction film. It was presented in the framework of the festival, and there were no official premiere, but we hope that Ukrainian viewers will see this film soon. It is interesting, and it is shot really well, and the characters and actors just great. So this is the end of press conference. I remind that we had Olga Novikova by Skype. She is CinemaHall representative and Mariupol Festival director. So till the next time, and we invite you to our studio in Kiev. Have the best of luck and goodbye. Dear colleagues, thank you for being with us, and I remind that the next program in the framework of Project Spokesman of Peaceful Life at the same time next week.